Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Talking Movies with D, and that's me. And today I'm actually going to do two reviews, so I got one coming out now, and then the other one I'm going to do a little bit after, because we got two movies open up this weekend. The first one I'm going to talk about is Warcraft, a video game movie, supposed to be the one that brings the video game movies back, or I guess not back, but try to make them good. And so let's break it down real quick. So Warcraft is the peaceful realm of Azeroth stands on the brink of war as its civilization faces a fearsome race of invaders. Orc warriors fling their dying home to colonize another as a portal opens to connect the two worlds. One army faces destruction and the other faces extinction. From opposing sides, two heroes are set on a collision course that will decide the fate of their family, their people, and their home. So before I get into the normal positive and negatives, I have to say I've always known of Warcraft. I've never been a Warcraft player. It's played on PC. I've never been big on PC games. I've been more of a console guy. So going in like about Azeroth and all that, I don't know any of the background. Don't most I know is they have magic in it, orcs, humans, dwarves, all that kind of stuff. So anywho, let's get to the negatives. Let's always start with the negatives. So let's start with those first. First thing I would say, no, before I get to the negative, I want to say one thing is that what I liked about the marketing for the movie and everything is that when I went into the movie, there were things that happened and it was different from what I saw in the trailer. So in a sense, the trailer didn't give away too much to me. And I now see maybe one, two trailers, and then I don't try to really focus on the new trailer. So that could be part of it. Maybe they did mess them up in the other ones, but I don't really know. But anyway, so back to let me get to my negatives then. So my first negative is sort of minor, but and it also some of these things I kind of can understand because this is a built-in franchise. They have so much to throw at us, and they're trying to create a franchise out of it. So they have a lot to do. So my first issue is the romance in the movie that I think was rushed. It's between Paula Patton and one of the human characters. You see it in the trailer, and from the trailer, I assume they were already an item. But you find out later that they're not. As always, no spoilers. That's not really a spoiler anyway. You know that they have some kind of thing going on, so that's not really a spoiler anyway. At least not to me. If it is, my bad. The next thing I would say is, which is kind of funny in a way, I didn't care much for the human characters in the movie. I mean, some of them were cool or whatever, but I'm bad with names, but I definitely didn't remember any of their names. And some of the characters, it was kind of overacted to me. It was like I don't know how I feel about that. It didn't sell it for me, and I didn't care as much. I actually care more for the orcs, which is kind of funny because they're supposed to be the bad guys. But another thing is, especially towards the end of the movie, some of the decision making things they did weren't thought out carefully. Like they were supposed to be, a king and all this kind of stuff. They had ideas, which I got them and understood why they did them, but at the same time, the way they handled them didn't make sense. And then you have the orcs, who are supposed to be a warrior race, and they have smart fighting wise and stuff like that. And there were maybe two different instances that didn't make sense for a race of people who fighting is their thing. It's like, yeah, you wouldn't make that decision. No, this doesn't make sense. And another part that not decision making, but this is more of Paula Patton's character because she's half orc, half human, and orcs are supposed to be powerful fighters and everything like that. And there's a scene. It might be two scenes. The second time it wasn't as bad, but the first time, she's supposed to be a power. Like she's not as strong as the other orcs, but she's still an orc, and she has to fight. And I didn't feel that she was giving off that powerful orc fight. She fought like you're supposed to fight, but she seemed fragile to me, and that kind of that's kind of nitpicky, but it kind of bugged me a little bit. It's like she's supposed to be a warrior, and she handled herself like her conversation and everything that she had with people when she conversed. She came off like, yes, I will kill you. I'm a fearsome warrior, blah blah blah. But then when I finally seen her at least fight, and it was very short. But when I saw her do this, she seemed kind of frail. I didn't like it. I didn't like it that she came out of frail. And the last negative I do have for the film is the CGI. Not saying that it's bad, but there are two, maybe three different scenes where you get a wide shot and you see One is where the orcs are kind of running by, and I get the reason they did it, and that's not the issue I have is them doing it because it's a video game, so you're getting to see like a wide shot of the map and where they're moving and stuff like that. But when you see the orcs running, or you see the humans and the orcs coming to battle or whatever, those far shots, you can tell it's CGI and it's not great CGI, and so that bugged me a little bit as well. It kind of took me out of the movie. But sticking with the CGI, that also just goes straight into my positives because besides those three scenes, I believe they were, the CGI I think was great in the motion capture, especially for the orcs since they're the main protagonist antagonists. The orcs were great. The way they looked, the way they captured, each orc is distinctive. They kind of some of them kind of look like I never played the game, but a character off of God of War. They were green and it had like the paint that was red or whatever. But I thought that was great. The orcs period to me were the best part of the movie. Whether it be their story, the look, the fight scenes. I didn't even put that in my notes. The action and fight scenes between the orcs and the humans, or just the orcs on orcs, were great. That probably was the highlight of the movie. Was everything with the orcs, in my opinion. Uh, as I to stay with the orc story, Duratan, who's the main orc you see, he's the guy that takes the wolf off, and he's kind of uniting the humans and the orcs to fight a bigger threat. And which is not a spoiler, that's in the trailer, but I loved him, and I had to make sure because this guy Toby Kebbell, he played I don't remember now. He's this guy. I think it's his third movie he's done motion capture. He played not Caesar in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, but he played he played the bad ape. Dang it, I can't remember the ape's name. So he was in both the recent Planet of the Apes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and Rise of the Planet of the Apes. He was in both of those. And he is killing it in motion capture. Like Andy Serkis is the man, but he's rising up, and he is this movie to me. He's the character that you latch on to. You want to win, which is kind of funny because he's an orc. He's not a human, and you're supposed to, naturally we go to humans, but no, I was rooting for the orcs. Or at least him and his whole story. As a the world, as in Warcraft, and that whole world, I loved it. I loved looking at it. I wanted to be in it. And it's kind of funny because it made me really think about the games I did play that dealt with fantasy, magic, and stuff like that. Because there is magic in the movie, which you barely see in the trailer. It made me think of Dragon Age because they have a Mage's Temple, Templar, whatever how you say it. Oh, no, my bad, hold on. I thought of Oblivion because of the Mage's Temple and just the magic in it. It made me want to play those games again, and hoping that they make a new one. You know what I'm saying? Give me a new game to play, a new Elder Scrolls to play on console, not PC. And then the thing that made me think of Dragon Age is that in that game you got multiple characters, and you have the mage who is doing his magic and trying to protect everybody and conduct the battle in that way, and you got the main people fighting. So there some of that happens in the movie as well, and I was like, dang, it made me think of Dragon Age and Elder Scrolls, some of my favorite games, Oblivion or Skyrim, and that kind of probably immersed me in the world a little bit, and I appreciated that as well as the look of the land of Azeroth, or however I think it's the world's called Azeroth, where the humans are, or whatever. And the last thing I'll say is, as a film and as the director Duncan Jones, which I think Duncan Jones did a great job with the film, period, and everything he had to work with and all the uphill battles. I like the risk that he took in the film. This is a movie they're clearly trying to make a franchise, and he took some pretty. I can't tell you what they are, or it'll spoil a lot. But he took some serious risk, and you gotta just respect them for it. It's not nothing bad. It was just risk. I'm like, whoa, they did that. Okay, I'm with it. It kind of hit me a little bit, but all right, I'm with it. Let's see what happens. So like I said, I did like the movie. It wasn't phenomenal. It's not gonna say this is not the movie that's gonna say now that they're gonna greenlight all these video game movies because they're making billions of dollars. Everybody's gonna love them, critics and audience alike, because I think critics are killing this movie, which is hard to even explain because the way Rotten Tomatoes is set up. But whatever, I actually personally liked it. And my fingers are crossed that it makes enough money to make another one, because I'm looking forward to another one. I would want there to be another one and stay in this world. So now to my score. I'm actually going to stop doing the 1 through 10 because I feel like it's kind of confusing, because if I give it a 5, but oh, you don't like it, it's like, oh, just in the middle. It's like I didn't hate the movie, just in the middle. So I'm going to do A, B, C, D, F. So with this movie, you know, A being the best, F being it's a crappy movie, I give this movie a C plus. It passes for me. It's definitely a movie I would recommend to anybody who loves the genre or likes the genre. I've talked to people already that I know and who I went with the movie with. They loved it and they liked it. They're not critics or anything, and these are people that didn't play Warcraft. I think if it's could be a little tough to follow if you're not into fantasy or in understanding that world. But I know somebody that who I went with. She does nothing with fantasy, doesn't play video games or anything, and she followed along fine. So I think everybody would be fine to see it. And if you're into that in those kind of movies, you definitely should go see it. Go support. Let this movie make money because it deserves it. The critics are destroying it, and they shouldn't destroy it. I get some of the complaints, but it's still a pretty good and entertaining movie. That's all I got for you guys today, or for right now, until I do my next review. So deuces, and I'm out. So guys, did you like the video? Did you agree with the things I said, or did you disagree? Either way, comment below and tell me what you thought either way. If you like the video, make sure to click that thumbs up button and also share. That helps me out so get more people to see the review. Also, did I help you pick a movie to see this weekend, or did I help you by saying no, don't see that, stay away, please, don't go see it? Just let me know. Either way, I'm happy to help everybody out. And as always, I want to keep the conversation going, so please feel free to comment below and let me know your opinion on these movies. Also, if you like the channel, don't forget to subscribe at Talking Movies with D. And you can follow me on all social media at dwood2324. And don't forget to share the video. All right, guys. Deuces, and I'm out.